Are you struggling to combine two data frames in Python while keeping unique rows? You're not alone. Today, we're going to solve this common issue together. I totally get it. It can be really frustrating when you have two data frames and you want to merge them without losing any unique data. This is a common challenge many data analysts face. Here's the specific question we're addressing today. One user shared their data frames, df1 and df2, and they want to create a new data frame that includes all unique user IDs. They notice that user ID 456 appears in both data frames and want to keep it only once. Sound familiar? Let's dive into the solution. So, what's the best way to achieve this? The key here is to concatenate the data frames while ensuring that duplicates are removed. We'll walk through the steps to do this effectively. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a quick tip that will make your data manipulation tasks even easier. To concatenate the two data frames while keeping unique rows, the user should start by importing the necessary library, which is pandas. This will allow them to work with data frames easily. Next, the user needs to create the two data frames from the provided data. They can do this by using the pandas DataFrame function and passing in the data as dictionaries. Now the user can concatenate the two data frames using the concat function from pandas. They should specify the axis to concatenate along and ignore the index. Finally, to remove any duplicate rows based on the user ID, the user should use the drop duplicates function. This will ensure that only unique rows remain in the final data frame. The user can now view the final data frame, which contains all unique rows from both data frames. This can be done by printing the result. Fun fact, did you know that pandas is named after the term panel data? It's a great tool for data manipulation and analysis. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. One alternative approach involves using masking to filter out unique rows. The user suggests defining a function that removes rows from the second data frame that already exist in the first data frame based on user ID. This is done using the ISON method. The user also provides two additional methods using NumPy functions. These methods utilize ND and NTOT_search_sorted to create masks for matching user IDs and then stack the results to form the final data frame. Lastly, the user mentions performance timings for each approach, indicating that the masking method is efficient, but the other methods using NumPy also perform well, especially on larger datasets. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. An alternative approach suggested by another user involves using NumPy's in1D function to identify duplicate user IDs. They recommend concatenating the data frames while filtering out duplicates from the second data frame. This method is efficient and straightforward. Additionally, the user proposes using a set to extract unique rows from the combined records of both data frames. This method is noted to be significantly faster. They also provided timing comparisons, showing that the set-based method is much quicker than the concatenation approach. That wraps up that answer. Let's move on to another one. An alternative approach suggested by another user involves using the append method along with drop duplicates. First, you can append the two data frames together and then use drop duplicates to remove any repeated rows based on user ID. Here's a quick tip. Always check for duplicates after merging data frames. It can save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. You've successfully concatenated your data frames while keeping unique rows. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks on data manipulation.